What up, big dog? How you doing, big dog? Go Philly. What's up with you, G? It's one of them days. How you doing? How's everybody out there? I just got up on one today, y'all. Everybody always talking against what they don't know. But this is what it really is. I'm going with this today because we have a trust. And everybody's talking against it because they're government employees. And I'm done with it. I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to show what I show. We have a trust, and nobody's talking about it. Everybody's trying to slide over it because they want to stay a slave. I mean, people really happy with being a damn slave for this damn system, you know? And I'm done with it. We're going to the UNICEF. Yeah. Yeah, it's the U. Shout out to Kale Gill. He's the only one on this at this time. Everybody else on something else. But this is what it's about. Who really running this shit? We better get it. I got something else today too. The White Man's Bible. Y'all look it up if you ain't seen it. Look up the White Man's Bible and watch and see who they say is doing what. Watch and see. How in the world is we going to have a Jew in the White House? I'm just going to go on and say it. How is a Jew going to be in the White House? Y'all, we know that. Everything, entertainment, everything that we have been a part of has been controlled by the Jews. Now, how is we going to put a fake-ass black person in the White House with a Jew as a husband who ain't never had a baby? She don't even know what it is to be a mama or a woman. So how is we going to put her in office? Well, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all doing that. But anyway, how you going to even think about putting somebody in office that don't even have a baby, don't want to have a baby, and don't want you to have a baby? They want all flip the script people in the world. They want women being men, men being women. What is going on with this? I mean, really? Is this the world that we have decided that we're going to live in? Is a flip script out world? I mean, and look at the souls of all of these so-called first-time voters. I feel so sorry for those little kids, first-time voters. Oh, I'm just going to do it for a black woman. They just so, I mean, this thing is ridiculous. It's really retarded. It really shows how lost our people is. And when I look at the entertainment world, this is the saddest part. The entertainment world. That's what all of our people caught up in the entertainment world. I know it's crazy. I mean, it's like they're all caught up in the entertainment world. Sports, you know, they rear their children. People are rearing children to be a part of this system. This is what it's always been, though. This is nothing new. It's always been a system to rear us in. Listen, do you know they are recruiting babies in elementary schools for LGBT and to be a part of this bullshit? Much love and respect back to you, big bro. You about the only one that still love me in this community. But it's all right. And I'm grateful that, you know, certain people still rock with Mama Chief. Because Mama Chief gonna tell the truth. And niggas hate me for the truth. I mean, don't hate me for the truth. Hate me that I stand on. Love me that I stand on truth. That's what it's about for me. I'm standing on truth. And most of all, my truth. Right? So when I say the media, television, Great continuation, Ghetto Child. Much love to you, Bucky Wingo. OG Philly, thank y'all for being here. I just wanted to do something this morning. I woke up on this and I saw it. And I mean, it's imperative to me that our people understand what's really going on. And I don't think a lot of people do. I mean, I don't know about y'all in your cities, but the city radio, the city, the local television stations, everything that is that is for the people is being portrayed through the eyes of being black and having a black female president. That is so ridiculous right now, when I haven't heard anything from that woman but a bunch of cackling. Not that I watch her, but when I see her, she's cackling, she's talking crazy, she's acting like she's trying to fit into every group of people she's talking to. So to me, she's a character. She's just an actress. She's just somebody that's performing whatever they're telling her to do. But it's at our expense. It's not at nobody else's but ours. We are the only landowners. We are the only ones that have fee simple land and titles here. These people don't have it. And unless we realize what we have, what belongs to us, we're still giving it to another people. It's crazy. So I'm here today to show Bernie Speakman. If you can get this for yourself, go and look up Bernie Speakman. This Caucasian woman is talking about the trust. She's talking about the trust that belong to them, but they the new booties in this country. So she's telling us about us the same way as when these cases have been going on the TV. It's in your face to show you how you are supposed to be carrying yourself. When those people had those retainers, you don't get an attorney for a retainer. Actually, we know we don't need an attorney at all, because you're supposed to know law for yourself. You're supposed to be able to stand on your own law and know that they can't do certain things to you because you know the law. But no, we don't know the law. We depend on some lawyer that works for the crown that ain't no defense for you. But that's what they tell us to depend on. Y'all, we are the boss around here. And as soon as you know you're the boss, as soon as you know that you the one we validate everything because we don't know it. We're validating it because we're not in place to stop it. So therefore, they're able to do everything they want to do to us and against us. So we're going to look at this right here, y'all. Shout out to the folks in here. I hope y'all get this. Because like I said, I'm going to share with you this white man's Bible. And when you see this stuff in this white man's Bible and what they know and how they know what's going on between the Jews and who running this, who running all of the entertainment? Who is all these Epsteins and all these Steinsteins and stuff? Who is Kamala Harris' husband? Can somebody tell me how everybody's so happy with putting a Hindu Stein and a Jew in the White House? Can anybody tell me how that's going to work for us? I'm going to show y'all. Let's go. You care less what I hate, let's say to you. Press one of these four, don't press two. People got over here with the living truth.
Then he goes into charters of incorporation, franchises over public rivers, etc., etc. Now then he goes into descent, okay, and he says that the king of England we're discussing is a natural person on whom the crown descends by hereditary right as real estate does.
Y'all, this is about your trust, not nobody else's.
Here is
Please, let's be clear.
Come to us by descent and distribution.
Yeah, they going along to get along.
It descends upon the air. You don't choose it. It just comes to you. It's yours. It descends like I drop it on you. It falls upon you. Devolves. We got to try to keep this simple.
Y'all share this video out.
56,
because after today,
Mr. Baldwin says,
a lot of us gonna need this. Y'all gonna need to know this so you can get yourself out some bullshit.
Both established by the people of the estates.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to get up early this morning and cuss nobody out. I'm not gonna cuss today.
Of one, the states of the other. Each state or state represented by their representatives in distinct bodies.
Let me share this live out.
Okay.
I'm on one today.
Estates and states.
I'm on one today. Let's see.
Could the state of California be the estate of California?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's why you
now we are going to stop and we're going to look for a definition.
That's why, let me bring this in. That's why when you hear people say, I just heard a video with somebody trying to go against sovereignty and what's the power of the people. But we are the power of the people. Let's be clear. And sovereignty belongs to the state, which the estate was changed to be the state. Did you just hear what she just said? Absolutely. That is the estate, not the state. So Georgia is the state, which is the estate, which is the country in which you belong to, not no other way around. You understand? Watch this.
Of a state.
Come on, y'all. Let's get this. This is how they set us up in the law, y'all. To defeat us by the law.
In Noah Webster's Dictionary of 1829, number 1, in a general sense, fixedness, a fixed condition, now generally written and pronounced S-T-A-T-E.
Okay, y'all see it, right? Estate was changed
and number
to state.
6,
they stole
the general business or
rights.
interest of government, hence a political body, a commonwealth, a republic. But in this sense, we now use S-T-A-T-E.
Yes.
So here we have 13 colonies who are 13 estates, creating a document of estates.
This is true.
For estates, for
they
the
don't
people
want to teach
of the
this stuff
estates.
here, y'all.
And when I say the word state from now on,
you know it's the estate.
It is going to mean to you estate.
Okay.
Even if it's a capital S,
okay.
as compared to a small s, because there are separate estates. In reality, I perceive the capital S state to be a corporate function in Mort, Maine. Perceived. Oh, now we can go back. Okay. Okay, page 58, we go into the estates again. And Mr. Baldwin he goes into the estates of England, who they were, what their function was. And down at the marked section, the lords represented the 2 estates of the nobility and clergy. Okay, page 58. They sat in their own right, representing themselves and property as two estates or states of the nation or realm, wholly distinct from the third estate or state. That estate was the whole body of the people, represented in the convention of the commons. As there was no king, there could be no parliament or house of commons in any other capacity than in convention. Pardon me. This was at the time when the throne was abdicated. Life went on as normal. In England, the representatives still met. They still passed laws. They did everything they were supposed to do until the crown was placed upon another body, human entity. So at this point in our time, you can guarantee that our crown has been abdicated, or they are trying to abdicate the throne by getting rid of the sovereign state citizens as we know them, and making
so nobody is sovereign now because of what they did.
Who has no inherent power.
Y'all hearing it? Nobody is sovereign because they took the sovereignty from the people and put it on the crown. But we, the people here, were royal. We were the sovereigns. So now the government and their workers, aka all these niggas running around here talking about, oh, you can't be sovereign, you can't be sovereign, you can't be sovereign. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let's be clear. Because you are in your proper rights when you know your business. That's why it used to be a time when the court, hey, great continuation, Sharon. I was getting ready to try to share it out. But when you would go to court back in the day, the judge would tell you, well, go and now handle your business. Shout out to you, Charles. What's up? I didn't get a chance to share it with y'all, but thank y'all. Y'all got me. But you understand what I'm saying? We are the sovereign, not sovereign. We are the sovereign people of this damn land. But it has been taken over by another people and put, now they sovereign, I'm going to say this word right, over you. Let's go.
The state citizen has it, not the United States citizen. So how do you gain the power? You get rid of the state citizen. This is genocide. This is absolute genocide. Now you can all say they're genociding me, and you know that they are.
I know you usually tap in and be gone. Thank you for hanging in a little while.
We're going to come to find out that you yourself is genociding yourself, or have genocided yourself.
Total genocide yourself. Shit.
But you were forced to. To have this estate has either become illegal or is null and void. According to law. Not moral law, but according to written law. Now, okay, do we all get what an estate is as far, superficially that we're discussing estates? Okay, and we all agree that
all right,
we have an estate. Now we're going to find out what an estate is and what it looks like. We're going to go.
And when I tell y'all I got an estate, but you don't get an estate unless you know what you're doing. What's up, Blue? Great continuation.
This is an excellent little book.
See, people who work for the government, they don't know what I know.
This is the little book.
I'm clear
it's
to
lovely.
say that.
It's beautiful.
They don't know these laws
Cornelius
and these statutes. They think they do because they've been programmed.
Now, what does an estate look like? What is an estate? Page 28, chapter 2, freehold estates. Sounds good to me. Freehold, holding it freely. It's free. And you will go to the underline and mark spots. Okay, and we're okay. The word estate is a feudal origin and is derived from the Latin word status.
Status, y'all, status. Wasn't it?
Please send us your
Y'all
social security number
listening?
so we might know your status.
And your social security gives you your status.
Your
Come on, y'all,
is.
let's go.
It speaks to us of time when land holding was inseparably connected with a man's political and...
Blue, what photos you looking for? Is something I'm supposed to be doing? Blue, is it something I'm supposed to be sending you, baby? You still looking for your photos? I'm confused. You made me stop the live to find out what, did I miss something? Tell me about it, okay? Shout out to the five that's in the chat. Appreciate y'all.
Personal status in the community.
Hope y'all appreciate this bill because I'm trying to share with y'all something. Because after today, y'all niggas better be in place. Y'all better know what's up. Y'all better know what's up.
I say that it is still connected. Very much absolutely. The next paragraph.
Y'all, this is the preamble of the Constitution.
Is of potentially infinite duration. A life estate or estate for years is a finite duration. Life estate, freehold, fee simple. Okay? These are two different types of estates. We have the fee simple absolute is one type, life estate is another. On the other page, an estate in fee simple was and still is the largest estate known to law. It donates the maximum of legal ownership, the greatest possible aggregate of rights, powers, privileges, and immunities which a person may have in land. Now, when it comes to your rights, okay, when it says may have in land, all of your rights as a human being attached to the land or the estate you are in possession of.
Hey y'all, listen, let's be clear. I'm gonna show y'all in this so-called, there you go, Arthur, I just shared, hey, there you go, great continuation. Listen, when we get through with this one, we're gonna go to the white man Bible, okay? Now the white man Bible gonna tell you about humans, okay? The human race and the human this, right? So let's be clear. When she say human, she's talking about them. They're putting themselves in the place of you, because that's not about them. It's about you. Are we clear? This is all about you. So you're looking at her tell her people, but they was not here until they got here and took over this. Let's be clear. Okay, you guys?
Okay.
Enoch, great continuation, love. Thank you for coming over.
And your rights attach to that particular estate. This estate here was a fee simple absolute. Is a fee simple absolute. Okay. Littleton, in his famous treatise of tenure, as written in the 15th century, began his book by defining the estate thus: tenant in fee simple is he which hath lands or tenements to hold to him and his heirs forever. This definition is still valid. Now, do you know this right there where it says to hold to him and his heirs forever? This is very important.
Y'all share the live out.
Just those words.
So we can get a few more
To him
people
and
up
his
in
heirs
here.
forever.
We're going to need some help when this thing is over, y'all. I promise you.
On the next page, you will see the statute of uses brought into our line of thought and estate. And down at the bottom, you'll see that the law of real property of today is result of the application of both common law and equitable doctrines, and it was by means of this institution of uses that equity came into contact with the land law. Now we have, it's melding, okay, it's coming together. The statute of uses creating a trust now connects to the land.
Y'all hear that? The trust. Everybody talk about a
the
trust.
Beneficial enjoyment. Like I said, the trust was for your use. A trust is for your use.
See?
Your beneficial enjoyment.
See?
Your enjoyment, period. On page 219, let's skip that page. We'll go to the survey of law of property. Okay? Because this is where we're going to see the trust or the estate in the preamble. And I wish this was a little clearer copy for you. I must apologize. Down in the paragraph that I start underlining.
Y'all with me? Y'all up in here, but 5, okay.
Now, in law, when you have an object to convey,
I know this is not good to y'all because y'all don't want to fight.
A, B, C, D,
Don't
X, Y, Z represent a person.
I don't understand.
A human being. Black acre or white acre or green acre, some sort of acre, represents the object there.
Y'all hear black all the time. Black acre.
So
y'all know what it means? Look it up.
Black acre to B. I'm A, you're B. This is black acre. Okay, now we know that we're talking about
Sharon, I know you is, baby. You keep your notes, baby. I appreciate you so much, my sister. Hi, American Business.
The paragraph below.
Great to see you dropping over on Mama Chief today. Thank you.
Okay, we're conveying a fee simple absolute in this paragraph.
Yo, come on, let's get this. Yo, we need a team of people to know what the hell is going on.
Which is the estate known to law. It donates the maximum of legal ownership, the greatest possible aggregate of rights, privileges, and powers and immunities. Again, we have said we go through rights. Okay, we're conveying rights. Everything is in the estate. Privileges, powers, and immunities which a person may have in land. Again, it attaches to the land. It is not separate from. It is of potentially infinite duration. By the year 1250, the words "and his heirs" had become the only ones by which a fee simple could be conveyed. The word "be" and his heirs meant be in fee simple without any qualification whatsoever. But the words "be" in fee simple used in a deed would give "be" only a life estate. Okay? The words in the deed had to be "be and his heirs." The words "and his heirs" used in a deed were construed as words of limitation. Limitation? Say what? Wrong. That is, they describe the quantum or size of the estate transferred to be. The size. It wasn't a restriction, a limitation. It was not the restriction. It was the size of the estate. Strange as it may seem, the word limitation is contrary to what you think it should be. It's the size. The words of limitation indicate what is taken. Words of purchase indicate the grantees or persons who take it. We must be very clear. Okay, when you name somebody, now we are saying something about words of purchase. Okay, if I were to say A conveys Blackacre to B and his heirs and his son John, we just limited the size of the estate. We made it smaller. When you name the heir, it lessens it. That is why the heir is not mentioned in the preamble. We the people, A, convey Blackacre for a more perfect union, establish justice to ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. This is Blackacre. This is the estate. It is the estate. A conveys Blackacre to B and his heirs. Right there is the estate. Do you see it? You get it?
Y'all get it?
A conveys Blackacre to B and his heirs. It's sitting right there.
Do y'all see
Have you
it?
ever seen it?
I hope
Did you
y'all
ever see it
see it.
before? No, you've never seen it before. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's an estate.
It's yours.
It's an estate.
Do y'all
Being
see
conveyed.
it?
It is a fee simple,
Live and
absolute.
learn. What's up, love?
A freehold.
Thank you for coming over.
Who's
Charles,
there? You
okay,
can't
y'all.
name
Thank
them.
y'all
That's
for
why they
being
didn't
here.
put.
I hope y'all getting
We the
this. I
people
hope y'all
convey
see
to
what I'm trying to
ourselves
show
as state
y'all today.
citizens. You say, if they said that, it would have diminished not only our estate, but their estate. They were getting a life estate if they did that. They protected themselves, their estate. They protected our estate. It's of indefinite duration.
Forever.
It can last
Indefinitely
forever.
means forever, right, y'all?
Infinitely. And
Come on, y'all. This is ours. We're letting it go.
Infinitely, right. It's a fee simple absolute. I saw this.
And I heard Kamala Harris say that she was going to take your land patents. And she said, why? Because she has the will to do it. Do you know what a will is? They talking about a will that yeah. This is really legal talk, which belongs to us. Okay?
And I thought, my God, that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's right there in front of all of us.
Shout out to them in the
I've never
bushes.
seen it.
Thank you for stopping
Never saw
in.
it. But why haven't we seen it? Could it be being kept from us?
Absolutely. Come on, y'all. Y'all see it? That's the preamble. The Magna Carta is the preamble. All of that belongs to us. We got to learn this, y'all. Y'all, I'm asking y'all to go and find out what was taken from you. Documentation. Jurors, secondees, wills, trusts, descent, and the distribution, constitution of instruments, covenants, and conditioning election and estoppels. Do y'all know what an estoppel is? Trust. This is what this is all about today. And we got too many government employees. I'm coming in the county. We got too many damn government employees talking shit, telling you that it ain't for you, telling you that you're breaking some kind of law. No, hell, they're breaking the law, and you got to stand on your own rights. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm pissed off today because this presidency thing and the reason, shut up. And the reason that they want a black president and who she is, y'all, I mean, I don't know whether y'all see it. But my urgency ain't stopped. For those that hate me for my urgency and for the fact that I want to see better for my people, and what I'm seeing is somebody walking y'all down the wrong road. Frequency is a lot of things, y'all. And some of the music y'all listening to, some of the things y'all listening to, you better check your frequency. Check your frequency. Okay? This thing is finna get deep. It's finna get real deep for your babies, for all these first-time voters who think they're doing right, because first-time voters, I found out that these first-time voters are really voting for Kamala. Okay? First-time voters are very excited. They new babies, new voters, and they want to see a black woman in office, a black president in 2025. This is what the new babies want to see. Okay? And because they all have been indoctrinated into a sorority, shall we say it? They're getting them in the elementary school now to be a part of the Democratic forces. They're setting us up with only two things, Republican and Democrat. They're not setting you up where you know that you can have your own life without any of that, which you can. The government was set up with the colonies. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And the government was set up in the 1600s first. And that was the one that we were in control of when they first did the government. But this new government, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's when they took everything from us. And that's what this is about right here. The preamble of the Constitution is about you. And that's something they didn't never want us to know. Okay? The preamble of the Constitution. Let's go. Now that we can see that our Constitution is indeed a trust instrument created for an undetermined heir. In my mind, the heir of freedom can only be those born on the soil of the participating state, those who have the standing to claim it. Anyone naming the heirs is only stealing the inheritance. Freedom does not mean all-out license to do whatever one wants. With freedom comes a great responsibility. This is where real law enters the picture and passing the buck ends. You may find the following information seemingly redundant, but bear with me as I will now show you what United States citizenship truly is according to the state law. Y'all see this shit? It's real over here. Whoa, man. I hope y'all got that shit, because I did. Oh, my spirit.
I never learned this.
Better get it.
So there we have the fee simple absolute. Like I said, if they had named
Mama Love, great continuation to you, Love. Thank you for coming over.
Signify who the heir
I'm
was,
on fire up
it
in
would
here
have
today
left
with
the
this.
estate, and it would have become a life estate. Now, when you come to a life estate, you have problems because there are things that apply to it. You have responsibilities.
The bishop is the Lord, y'all. The bishop. He's the leader of the Lord of the estate. Come on.
To continue on with the fee simple, you'll notice on page 8, I have a few things underlined, such as if, now we're discussing the heirs or the parties of the estate, and if he dies intestate without any heirs, lineal or collateral, the property is cheated to the overlord in feudal days,
hey, ghetto
and
child
now
clinic.
would escheat to
Great
the state.
continuation to you. All of y'all.
The estate, B's estate will last only as
Blue,
long
you
as
didn't
he
never
has
tell me
heirs.
about them pictures you looking for.
Therefore,
What
we
you
have the
talking about?
14th Amendment getting rid of the heirs. The estate lasts only as long as there are heirs. That is
Shout
why
out
we
to the lovers
hear
that's
from
over here. That's
these
what's up.
offside routes that the preamble or the Constitution is outdated and outmoded. Yes, because they have gotten rid of the heirs and it is not valid anymore.
They got rid of
Why
the
should we
heirs.
keep it
What did they
around?
do with
Let's
the
get rid of
heirs,
it.
y'all? Alexis B, hey
heard
baby,
by
great continuation.
word of mouth, I don't keep up with these things, that one of the people who ran for presidency last time wanted to have a constitutional convention.
Y'all please share the live out so some more people come in and get
if
this
the throne has
information.
been abdicated, a
After
constitutional
today,
convention
y'all, we're
is
gonna need
proper,
this, y'all. We're gonna need to
so
know
that the throne
what
can
status
descend
we have.
to something
Its
or
state
someone
means you
else.
have a status. Let's be clear.
Because we no longer need the Constitution as it is. It's outdated, isn't it?
See, that's what they want to do, get rid of the
Well, you might think
Constitution
so, but I
you don't
don't.
have your estate. Let's go, y'all.
On page 34, we come to a thing. You will notice that I have put some writing up at the top. It says restraint on alienation. Okay, case 40. A being, the fee simple owner of Blackacre, executed his deed to B as grantee in the following words. I hereby grant Blackacre to B and his heirs, but upon the express condition that it shall not be competent for B to dispose of or alienate said Blackacre for a period of 5 years after he receives the title of such property. Okay, so someone's attempting to pass a fee simple absolute here with a big but he can't do this or that or the other. So what type of estate does he really have? And down there you'll see the answer is C has a fee simple absolute in Blackacre. This question does not involve either a determinal fee simple or a fee simple on conditions subsequent, for no intention appears on the face of the deed. Here is a fee simple estate vested in B. The grantor then attempts to impose upon the grantee, B, a restraint on his power to alienate or dispose of the fee simple estate. Is such restraint valid? The answer is an unequivocal no. You have no power, no right to restrain a fee simple absolute in any way, shape, or form. You can put no conditions on it. Restraint on alienation. Pigeonhole that word. Because at this time, your Social Security number is a restraint on alienation to that estate. Okay, let's see.
Page on them?
I am now on page 79. We're going into freehold estates still. An estate of freehold is an estate of indeterminate duration other than an estate at will or by sufferance. Again, it says so, indeterminate duration. This is what makes the Constitution infinite, to last for all ages, for all societies. Okay, this makes it immortal. It's beautiful. It is an immortal thing. It's there. Life estates. Now, I should have something on life estates in here. I know they're there. I hope we get to them. But we're going to throw something in on life estates. When you get to life estates, we have conditions on estates, okay? You can no longer waste. In a freehold estate, the fee simple absolute, the heir or the posterity, the person who has the estate, they can waste any portion of it they want. They can burn it, shred it, throw it away, give it away, anything they want. That's waste, okay? That owner can waste. But when it comes to a life estate, no, 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 no. There is no wasting in life estates. No wasting in life estates. You're subject to duties, regulations, and laws. I wonder what kind of estate the 14th Amendment is. Here's a good one.
What page are you on?
We're still on, we're on page 80. Some of the authorities, this is third paragraph down, in an attempt to exactitude. I'm not always good at reading. Okay. Have employed the term fee simple absolute in such a case or in such a way as to set it off as a distinct legal concept. Totally new concept. Thus, it has been stated that an estate in fee simple absolute means a perfect title. It is the entire and absolute interest and property in the land. Interest in the land. Your rights and duties to it are an interest in that. You have no duties on a fee simple absolute, so your privileges, immunities, or everything is an interest in the estate. Difficult. Page 81. Second sentence, there can be only one estate in fee simple to a particular tract of land. It is an estate of inheritance unlimited in duration, descendable to all the heirs of the owner alike to the remotest generations. And aside from the fact that it may be created so as to be defeasible and subject to executory limitations, or granted or devised subject to a condition subsequent, it is with respect to its duration and enjoyment as an interest in property clear of any qualification or condition. It has been defined as an estate of perpetuity, confining an unlimited power of alienation, that or than which no person is capable of having a greater interest. And down at the bottom of the footnote, you will see that an estate which must be a fee simple is absolute, complete, and self-sufficient. An estate which must be nourished or kept alive by the grantee is obviously conditional or qualified or limited. This element of insecurity implicit in the grant impairs the totality and permanency of the estate, and such an estate is not a fee simple. Insecurity? Are you feeling insecurity with your estate? If we had our estate, we would not be feeling insecure. And insecurity is running rampant in this country amongst people. Heavy insecurities. Not trusting the other person, not trusting your brother, your sister, blaming everything on someone else. He did it. Republicans did it. No, the Democrats did it. No, the Latins did it. The Spanish did it. The Mexicans did it. The black people did it. The white people did it. The Koreans did it. Somebody else did it. They don't know who did it. They have absolutely no idea what's going on. Oh, let's see. Use possession on page 83 in estates. It brings up the use and possession of property constitutes a gift. Let's see. Oh, we have the metaphysical concept of title. I like that word metaphysical. You know, for a long time I thought metaphysical meant the Yeah, I didn't understand. Until my good friend said, metaphysical means thinking, thought process. Yeah, I like that word. Like, I can understand thinking. It seems like that's all I ever do.
Well, if you quit, you're in trouble.
Yes, I believe so. I'm passing on to more pages. Okay, exception to the rule, reservation of the grantor. Here, we must understand exceptions. Okay, on page 90, the common law rule requiring words of inheritance in a conveyance to pass a fee simple was subject to many well-established exceptions. Thus, although it was usually held that words of inheritance were necessary to establish a fee in a grant containing a reservation in favor of the grantor, because a reservation is technically speaking a regrant of the property, no words of inheritance were necessary to establish an exception in fee simple in favor of the grantor, since an exception excluded from a conveyance that which would otherwise pass. Now, in the Constitution, the Fifth Amendment and certain things are exceptions. That power that was reserved to the people is an exception. Okay, now exceptions are very important when it comes to the estate. Okay, even though they put words of inheritance in here, okay, there is still found exceptions in the body of the Constitution outside of here. And we must find those exceptions at times. In the Fifth Amendment, you were reserved. This is, by the way, this is where liberty is in the Fifth Amendment. I had a couple pages of index on the Constitution, what is found where. Liberty is only found in the Fifth Amendment. That was interesting. The let's see, the blessings, where is it? There, nowhere in the Constitution is found domestic tranquility. There is no corporate power to administrate domestic tranquility, yet it's in the preamble. It's part of the estate. It's supposed to exist. Obviously, we're not getting our domestic tranquility these days, but yet it is part of the estate and is not listed anywhere or even under any subject of the remainder of the Constitution. And liberty is only found in the Fifth Amendment. Now, the common defense and everything, all these other words, common defense, general welfare, that is enormous, and that is what they're administrating under the corporate mortmain jurisdiction. But several of these things just aren't being administrated under corporate function. It's kind of nice to know that they have something they can't administrate. So when I write to them, I'd like to have my domestic tranquility as part of the estate. Now, am I going too slow or too fast for most of you? Am I doing okay? All right. Oh, here's a good one. It's page 91, up at the top. It says, a grant to the government or a subdivision thereof as for the use of the United States forever contains sufficient words to vest an absolute fee simple. Now, I want you to just pigeonhole this idea of a grant to the government. Okay. In the United States, the common law rule requiring words of inheritance in a conveyance to pass a fee simple has never been applied to a conveyance to a trustee. The estate taken by a trustee is measured by the duties he is required to perform. Like the articles. And the extendencies of the trust, and not by the presence or absence of words of inheritance. But yet there they are, still there. Hence, in any particular grant to a trustee of a fee simple title is necessary to the performance of the trust, a fee simple passes, even though the word heirs was not used in the conveyance. Contrary rule is obtained in England, however. So the articles are the duties of the trustees in this estate. Supposed to have gold and silver,
Y'all with me?
all those good things, you know, as
Y'all
money.
still with me?
That's a
What's
duty of the
up? 10
trustee.
of y'all up in here.
Very interesting. Gold and silver is the trust fund, the money, okay? If that's the money in this estate, what is a Federal Reserve note? Who is Federal Reserve note for? Yeah, but
Okay, Copper. I appreciate you so much for being here because you know me and you go way back. And so I appreciate, you know, if you want me to drop that link so you can come up here and give our people what they need, because you know I know you got that. But at the same time, anybody that's in this chat at this given time that got anything to add to this, got anything that they can, because we're going to need this. We're going to need this. Oh, yes, she said that. And when I say I got records of Freeman's bank money that my ancestors had in that bank, I thought that shit was over. Excuse me, I said, I'm trying not to cuss y'all. I thought it was over. You see what I'm saying? I thought that they had dissolved that. I didn't know they still over here using the money, because I got documentation with money that my ancestors had. A lot of them. A lot of my ancestors had that Freeman money. So, and it's the same thing with these land patents. All of y'all got land patents. Every last one of y'all got a land patent. But you got fools running around here who work for the government or just don't know no damn better. And they want to tell you that it's something wrong with you if you think you got it or if you mess with it. Okay, be scared if you want to. Be scared. I'm talking about Halloween type scared, because hell, I ain't scared of none of this. They best to be scared that we find out what we supposed to be doing, because you definitely ain't handling your business. I'm going to show you one way how I know you ain't handling your business. Not you per se, but all these folks. Everybody got an LLC, right? Everybody go and get them an LLC. And then they make up a name for their LLC. What the hell? You are the LLC. You don't have to make up a name. All you got to do is be the business. Yeah, go get them one EIN number. They think it's over with. Honey, you can get 5 of them. And that's when it's over with, because you become the banker. Let me tell you. Let me stop playing. I ain't going to tell you no. Let me stop before the government get mad. Or before some niggas get mad because they don't want you to be free. But what I say, I mean, and what I say, I know, and what I say, I do, and what I say, I've done. So these niggas, I call them sniggers, but these sniggers walking around here trying to keep you bound. And I'm just trying to set you free. So we're going to go back to this video because I talk too much sometimes. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Great continuation. Shit, me. What we doing? What we doing? Let's go.
That's a name. What's the thing? We're looking for the things that the Constitution creates, not the name.
Y'all don't supposed to know about
14th
that.
Amendment is another estate.
They want us deaf, blind, and
It's
dumb.
a separate estate.
Goddess,
It
what's
is a
up,
life estate.
sis?
It is an estate created under the estate.
Mama love, I love
If I
y'all
own
girls.
a
Y'all
piece
my
of
sisters.
absolute
Thank y'all so
big
much
chunk
for
of
holding
land.
it down.
And I wanted to maintain control of half of it or 3/4 of it, and yet give maybe a quarter, sell a quarter, convey a quarter to someone else, but still get back. I create a different estate, a life estate. You can have that estate until such and such time. Then if you die or the conditions aren't met, I get
Fine
it back.
rising to you, my love.
So I create another estate.
Mark
That's
Main,
what
y'all
happens. Another
remember
estate has
Mark
been
Main,
created.
right? Y'all remember the word Mark Main? Y'all drop a 1 in the chat, because we might have to do some reviewing. We might have to review to get y'all back to where I'm at right here. Y'all remember? Everybody in the chat, remember we're doing the Mark Main and this trust stuff? It's time all y'all get on the Indian code. Hey, it ain't nothing but Indian business over here. I'm sorry if you're African, if you're black, if you're Negro, what else in colored. I'm sorry if you all that. I mean, but it's about being Indian over here. Nothing but Indian business. Number all wild Indian business. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Ask them how many of them came to Atlanta. When they come to Atlanta, they make sure they see Mama Chief. Ask them niggas. I get so touched sometimes because people are disrespectful. But it's got to be real around here to make it, baby. Don't hate, congratulate. Because when the ancestors choose you to do something, ain't nobody can do a damn thing about it. Get with the program. Let's get this shit done. The hell? I say I got your records. I got your records. You can't find talking about you can't go back to 1800s. I go back to 14. What the hell you got? For real, y'all. I'm so done. Let me stop talking. I ain't gonna talk. Because when I talk too much. I get my feelings. I ain't gonna get in my feelings. I'm gonna play with
on page 207. The non-payment of taxes.
I'm having fun, y'all, today. Because I know this him right here will finna happen. If they let that girl get in there. If they let that girl get in there or that boy get in there, either one of them, I don't give a damn. But I know she gonna be the worst. I know that. So I don't consent to nail one of them clowns. But if we gotta have one, it better not be chucks and pearls. Better not be that little thing. Let's go. I hope y'all did what y'all supposed to do. I'm an Indian. I don't vote. It's against the law of the Indians to vote.
Refusal of the life tenant to pay taxes is not where there has been no actual sale for taxes, a ground for forfeiture of the life estate at the suit of the remainderman. Next underlined portion, under some statutes, non-payment of taxes by a life tenant is regarded as committing waste.
I know we be learning over here though. It be a few of us, but I know we be on it, y'all. I love y'all.
You forfeit your 14th Amendment estate, so they just put you in jail. You've committed waste. Now you're subject to certain laws and conditions. Okay, as a 14th Amendment citizen, a life tenant, you're committing waste.
See, I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen. I'm an Indian.
It was against the law. So you see, we're at the common law, but yet we can't get to the common law. It's a paradox. The common law we want to get to is up here, way up here, but yet we're still at the effect of the common law because it's still hovering over us. They've just diminished our estates and we didn't know about it. Have not been informed. Full disclosure did not take place. If it did, certainly wasn't in my civics class.
No way.
Now, under life estates, there are remainders. Okay, if I have a home in a life estate, I have to keep that home up in a good condition for the remainders, whoever buys it, whoever gets it after me. A frequently stated rule on page 220, a frequently stated rule is that the remainder must be created by the same instrument which creates the life estate in the ancestor in order for the rule of Shelley's case to apply. Now, the rule of Shelley's case is long and drawn out, but it's a highly important rule. Under this rule, a will and codicil are considered one and the same instrument. Okay? It has been stated that the limitation to the heirs may be made by a power of appointment contained in the same instrument. So the rule in Shelley's case is important, and I'm not going to go into it because we have right here quite a bit to go through without going into everything I read and learned.
Let me say this too. Everything that, like she said, the rule of appointment and all of those different things that you hear her mentioning, those are absolutely IRS forms today. Okay? Somebody all your life is a fiduciary over your estate. The Treasury and all of those working with the government. That's why it's so important. And you go to jail for certain things if you ain't filled out the right forms or done the right thing. This is where all this come in at, y'all. It ain't about the fact that you ain't supposed to do it. It's the fact that you don't know how to do it because they didn't teach it to us. They taught it to the elect. That's where the word, the Illuminati and all this old names of different things have come up. The Freemasonry, the secret societies, or all the elect, you know what I'm saying? The DD parties, the things that we are the natural people of the land with the estate, but we don't get the riches high. It's the societies that they've set up around us that get what we supposed to have. And they are keeping it from us by way of making us fearful that we ain't supposed to have it when they the one don't supposed to have it. So who should be scared? Who should be scared? Them, not us. Hell, we should be trying to find our way to obtain our legacy, which is our inheritance, which is our estate. All of those things belong to us, not them. We have been put on an illusion. But their illusion is not my reality. And I'm definitely not standing around waiting on no one. That's why I've done what I've done. And I'm satisfied. Even in the state that I am, I still got a long ways to go doing it. But at least I know that somebody lied to me and that I've always known I had more than what I got. And now I'm sure of it. And it's right here in the damn preamble of the Constitution. Great continuation to you, Sister Navarre. How are you doing this AM? So them that really know, like a long time ago, we used to say, what you know gonna go. All the rest of the bull, it ain't about nothing. But it's what you really know is gonna take you where you gotta go. So Let me stop talking, y'all.
Now we're getting to the point of codicil and will. Okay, all of a sudden that has popped up into our little picture. We're not quite sure where it fits, or even if it does fit, it might belong to some other puzzle. So we're going to set it over here temporarily. And now we come to American Jurisprudence 2D, which is volume 23, Dedication to Desertion and Non-Support. But we're going to be looking up deeds. We're going to find out what a deed is. You see, all of these things that are very important when we're looking at a trust, at a use, we have to look at what is a will, what is a trust, what is a deed, because deeds start coming in, and so do grants, and so that everything can come into proper perspective. Okay, so in deeds, what if I was wrong? What if this was a deed? Actually, it is. Okay, it is. It all comes in. Up at the top here.
Y'all, a codicil, and let's be clear, y'all. Everything that it's got to do with this Constitution, got to do with anything that they've set up with their government, is by the Roman Canon law. Can we just be clear on that? Everything Kamala Harris is talking about, everything all of them talking about is based on the fact of the Roman laws that they have set us up under and put us under those jurisdictions. Absolutely, you know that it does, but it don't mean a hill of a beans if niggas ain't got their paperwork. And if niggas ain't walking around here talking about their own business. Niggas are still arguing about who the hell an African is. Or who this, that, and the other. That ain't no Indian business. That is not Indian business. To not be talking about your own documentation. What the hell? When you gonna put yourself in the story? Why you got to always be trying to find somebody else's paperwork, reading somebody else? Where is we gonna read our own damn story? Why is we here and say we here and we did this and the that and we ain't got no stories to fucking tell? That means somebody still need to be doing some genealogy, especially if they can't get no past the 1800. Because if you can't get no past the 1800, that means that your ass wasn't here. I mean, I just had to show my cousin, the new cousin I just met, on my third great-grandparents. When I say third, that means that's the last from the bottom of me, not the top. I got 17 generations of Indians. 17 generations of INDAIN. Not Negro, not black in color, but of Indians. So I don't have to play about it. And I don't understand why everybody else can't say the same thing. But until we can do that, we're losing. Because niggas are still being everything but an Indian. Because they ain't got no reason to say they're Indians. And I understand that. Don't you? But if you got records to stand on, then why on the hell are we standing on something? Why are we still fighting all night on somebody's life, looking like foolish men? I'm glad the women stay down, Because I learned too. You just can't win with that bullshit. You got that. I can't win with the bullshit. I need the truth. So, but I watch because, hey, I'm a chief and I'm looking and I just don't see nobody about this life. I don't see it. And all y'all, shout out to those that's coming to Atlanta. May y'all have a great time. I wish I could see you. Let me know if you come. Hey, I'll meet you. I might even beat you there. But check out People's Town. People's Town was the original thing on YouTube. Everybody was coming to People's Town. They ain't never got there yet. But yeah, y'all get to People's Town. Get to Atlanta. Have a great time. Like I said, shout me out. Holler at me. You got my number. Call me. Because if I come to your town, best to believe I want to see you. And best believe I'm going to check you out. Because I ain't got nothing but love for you. Everybody I done met, like I said, they come to see me before. So I wish I could see y'all again. Because it was all love then. Some of us even spent the night in the same house. That's how precious those meetings were. My elder even gave one of my girls, she came all the way from California to be with Mama Chief, right? My elder gave her some gold from Liberia. Oh yeah, y'all know any Indians? Any Indians got gold? Let me stop talking. I get it. Y'all better let me play this thing here.
Grant is a synonym of conveyance. Do you remember back when Mr. Baldwin said
this is real life over here? I got a real community though, y'all, for real. It's real.
82. You missed that one.
Internet. I might need to get out.
Remember Mr. Baldwin, Justice Baldwin said that the Constitution was a grant. I do believe I read that. Right here in deeds, it says, grant is a synonym of conveyance. So now Blackacre has been conveyed. We now know it is a grant. Okay, and we find this under deeds, so obviously it is a trust deed. Doesn't have to be, but it is. This is very flexible, folks, unlike the law we know today. We can take the word deed out and still say this is a trust without the word deed in there. Somebody brings a grant and okay, it's a grant too. Yes, it's a trust, it's a deed.
Okay, Copper, I just saw what you said. I'm going to ask y'all in the chat which land became the first state of the Union and the Confederacy. Well, I know Georgia was the last one, and that's when they set up the corporation. That's what I do know. All the rest of that stuff, because 1865 and all that was some sundry Moorish shit. A lot of this stuff had something to do with the Moors and freeing them. It had nothing to do with us. And when it comes to talking about freemans and all of that, let me tell you, 1600s, when my 10th great-grandpa, I got history. When my 10th great-grandpa got the first charter from King Charles I to set up business in Rhode Island. It wasn't no damn wars. This was business. And this is why we exist right now today. I ain't studying the bullshit. Niggas don't got their records. They don't have their story. You not to answer. Okay. But no, I just want to say, those was the freemen. They was the freemen that was, okay, go ahead. I ain't gonna answer it, Copper. I'll let the chat be interactive.
There are things that it is not.
Let me find this other thing.
But there are many things that it is. Assignments. Section 5, the term assignment, which signifies the act by which one person transfers to another or causes to vest in another his right of property or interest therein is sometimes used synonymously with grant. Again, so as to operate as a conveyance of the title to real property. But is ordinarily limited in its application to the transfer of intangible rights, including those in action and rights in or connected with property, as distinguished from the property itself. The term assignment, unlike the term deed, does not signify an instrument under seal, and at common law, if not under seal, it was not sufficient to pass legal title to real property. This document is a document under seal. Oh, then we have mention of wills down at the bottom on page 83. Under deeds in Amjor, we have wills. Okay? Whether an instrument is a deed or a will depends primarily on its operation and not on its form or manner of execution. The essential characteristic of a testamentary interest is that it operates only upon and by reason of the death of the maker. During his lifetime, it is ambulatory and revocable. Hence, the maker, by its execution parts with no right and divests himself of no oh God, this is getting different. Modicum. Modicum, how do you pronounce that word? Modicum? Modicum? Modicum, okay. Of his estate. I see, I'm not all knowing. I'm even though you might think I am. After you know what I know, you're going to be a know-it-all too. It is fundamental, on the other hand, in order that an instrument may be operative as a deed, that it pass a present interest, although it is not necessary that the grantee take a present estate in the property conveyed accordingly. This is defining deeds and wills. On the operation, what was the primary operation of the Constitution? Besides, the founding fathers did not have testamentary capacity. The statute of wills says that. But now we're segueing into, we're bringing in a little bit of will stuff because we're going to find out that the 14th Amendment creates a codicil. It is a codicil. The founding fathers are obviously dead, folks. They must be dead because everybody is taking under a codicil and looks like a will part of our document. It's segued. They must have died. We're going to find out that the 14th Amendment is you make an election to literally take under a will. Page 90, deeds are traditionally regarded as consisting of a number of formal parts. The first of which is known as the premise. The premise of a deed, sometimes designated the caption, embrace matters preceding the habendum clause, such as the recitals of the grantor, intention and motives for his deed, the names, designations, and descriptions of the parties, etc., the conditions expressed for the deed, words of grant, and the description of the property conveyed. Okay. Yeah, it defines it. Defines the property conveyed. The Constitution appears to have a habendum and all these things that are in deeds. Okay. We're looking at the construction of the instrument. This is how the Supreme Court looks at things. Words of grant on page 91. In order to transfer title, an instrument must contain apt words of grant, which manifest the grantor's intent to make a present conveyance of the land by his deed, as distinguished from an intention to convey it at some future time. This showed no desire to do it in a future period of time. This was right then, there, and now.
Always now.
Always now. Oh, and down here in the bottom in section 20, although words of inheritance such as to the and his heirs and assigns forever are no longer necessary to pass a fee simple, the use of such words strengthens the reading of a deed to pass a fee simple title. Okay, so they strengthened even today, and not to amalgamum of lesser states. Addendum, I say word covenant. Page 575. This comes from Ann Jor 2D again. You will find this under covenants. Covenants, conditions, etc. We have a covenant here. There is a covenant sitting right in here. Insure and secure. Those words are words of guarantee, insurance. The term covenant in its wide sense is used to indicate a contract, while the more specific application of the term imports an agreement deduced to writing and duly executed, whereby one or more of the parties named therein engages that a named act is already performed or is to be performed sometime in the future. A covenant may also call for the performance or non-performance of some specified duty, and may constitute an agreement to do or not to do a particular act. Is that in the Constitution?
Yes.
We have a covenant.
That's a moral obligation.
The term covenant is now used primarily in connection with promises, in conveyances or other instruments pertaining to real estate. You know, it says now, but not then. Then this was a covenant. Again, a covenant at common law imports an instrument under seal.
If you notice, she keeps saying covenant because a covenant is a contract and they're all under the contract. So their government is a covenant. Back to the film.
We have a covenant. Duration of covenant on the next page, 577 of Ann Jor. A covenant is therefore extinguished when the estate ceases. We are in imminent danger. Wouldn't you say so? This is still on the books. It's still in black and white. It has not openly been repealed. But I have a very sneaking suspicion that our government is going to take our estate away from us on or in black and white, out of black and white, whatever way you want to say it. We are in imminent danger. We don't know what we have been arguing and fighting for until now. We can now look into the future. Okay, page 584. Let's see, second sentence. A covenant is viewed as implied in nature when its existence is inferred by legal construction from the use of certain words and phrases. Certain words and phrases. Insure and secure. These words are very important because they have a legal meaning. Every word in this document has a legal meaning when it comes to estates and when it comes to the construction of the written instrument itself. All the power of the entire Constitution is right here, not elsewhere. Because this created the corporate function. This created the trust function. This gave all of it power. Page
This
585.
is what trust is about. I
Second
mean,
paragraph
people
for-
say they got to trust.
Implied
But if you
covenant
don't
can
know what the
arise and
preamble
will prevail
says,
only where there is no
I don't know
exception
how.
on the subject matter of the implied covenant. This is something you should look into at your leisure. Implied covenants still count, even if those words are implied, they count.
I'm not.
On the next page, 592. Reflects upon the 14th Amendment, okay, the marked area. At common law, no person may claim the benefit of any covenant or condition except where he is a party or privy thereto. As a 14th Amendment citizen, you are not party or privy there to this estate, so therefore you cannot claim the covenant. You are barred from it. Are you getting to understand why we're having a little frustration in court? I'm having a lot of this here. Page 594, section 23 of covenants. The benefit of a covenant that runs with the land descends to the heirs, and they, as well as devisees and covenantees, are entitled to enforce such a covenant unless an evident intention is manifest to confine it to the covenantee. In the event a real covenant is breached, then it descends to the heirs. The latter may institute appropriate legal action to recover damages for such breach. However, if the covenant is personal, it remains with the covenantee or his executor or administrator and does not descend to the heir. Try to go through this. On page 617 of Covenants and Condition, 20 Amjur 2D, section 45, breach of covenants generally. The broad rule is that a covenant or condition is broken by any single omission of duty or any act that contravenes the provisions of the agreement entered into between the parties. We have a breach of covenant. This is what we entered into, and it has now been broken by many acts of omission and duties toward this covenant, not toward the 14th Amendment, but toward this specific one. Page 629, we're discussing paramount titles. This is a paramount title, okay? 14th Amendment citizenship is in a state of inferior title. We're going to find that out. The mere existence of a paramount title which has never been asserted generally does not amount to a constructive eviction. We've got to assert these titles, okay, which will support an action for breach of a general covenant of warranty. Or, as the rule is sometimes stated, there can be no recovery in an action for breach of the covenant if the paramount title has not been hostilely asserted. So we're going to have to hostilely assert our paramount titles. Section 59, where the paramount title is in a governmental entity. Where the paramount outstanding title is in a government, this fact of itself constitutes such a constructive eviction as amounts to a breach of the covenant of warranty. Now, wasn't that nice of them to put that right there in black and white? So they have breached the covenant, they have breached the covenant of warranty, evicting us. We're just going to have to go back and assert our titles again. A grantee by warranty deed executed by a private person to lands owned by the United States cannot take possession without becoming a wrongdoer. Here's your allodial titles. And hence his right of action accrues immediately to recover for a breach of this warranty, and is not dependent on eviction or any future event. but under a statute providing that a warranty in actual possession of the premises conveyed shall have no right of action on a covenant of warranty until the party threatening the warranty's possession shall have commenced an action to obtain possession. We'll stop right there. Okay, so this is all about the breach of warranties and the covenants. Now, the next section is wills, but before I get to that, I want to read a definition out of Webster's 1828.
Okay, y'all know I don't like to play no whole video of somebody else's stuff, right? Y'all know I don't, but I gave y'all the gist of what this is about, right? I'm working, y'all. Can't be in the chat much, but I'm listening. That's important, Bucky. Thank you for letting me know you're here, and I hope you're getting some from this live. As I was saying, I'm finna change the mode right here for a minute. I got something else I want to bring your attention to, okay? Y'all with me? Shout out to how many of y'all up in here? 15, 16 of y'all? Y'all the bomb, man. Y'all the best. Thank y'all for stopping in. Y'all know when you come, I'm going to try to share with you the best I got. It's the best I got this AM, y'all. We're going into a new season with a new idea from some immigrants leading the country. Y'all, immigrants leading the country. Either way you go, you got immigrants leading the country. Y'all, what we going to do? Are we going to take control over what belongs to us? Or are we going to just let them keep treating us like we the immigrants? I mean, the ball is in your court. Let's go, y'all. We finna do some more stuff over here. Let me make sure my plug is going to stay in and I'm not going to lose my power as I move around with my devices. Y'all know I be working on different devices because I don't know how to work one, but I work on all of them. I don't know how to work one device, but I'm on all devices. Is that not crazy, y'all? But that's how I do it, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me untangle this wire. Okay. All right, y'all. We did this, yesterday? Well, I ain't do nothing yesterday, I don't think, you guys. But we did this day before yesterday, I think. Let me plug this in. Okay. All right. Now, we finna go where we was day before yesterday. The White Man Bible. I brought that to y'all attention day before yesterday, I think it was. Did anybody get a chance? I know everybody busy. Ain't nobody about this life but me. Real Indian business over here, y'all. So, did anybody get a chance to look at it, though? Did anybody get a chance to look at the White Man Bible? Because if you didn't, it's okay, because we finna go through some stuff on the White Man Bible today. Y'all want to do that? Huh? Shout out to y'all, Arthur, Sharon, Bucky Wingo, Copper Aboriginal, Anats, especially Navers. Shoot, who else up in here? Mama Love is up in here with us. Enoch. Oh my goodness. Milestone, Sharon Walker. Who else up in here? Big Dog, Philly stopped in. He hung in too for a while. He probably gone now because I know somebody else live. But when I see, oh my goodness, y'all, who else up in here? Goddess Centrum. Hey, love. Who else is in here? Y'all deep up in here today. I tell you, we need to get about this business. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Christopher Creer, that's right, from Hawaii. Yes, what's up? Have fun for me, Chris. I mean, way to the sun in Hawaii for me. Yes. Alexis is up in here. Yeah, okay. Arthur Brown. Ooh, Buy American Indian is up in here. What? Live and learn is up in here. Y'all deep. Charles Johnson. American Isness. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all up in here deep. Arthur Brown. Blue? Blue, I asked you what pictures. You made me feel like I missed something. Did I miss something? Was I supposed to give you something, Blue? You never did tell me. Boy, I tell you, y'all deep up in here, dog. I think I shouted everybody out. Shout out to StreamYard. Shout out to Dre Cobb. Shout out to Bellioso. Shout out to all them that love me over there. I don't hear nothing from nobody, but y'all know when you don't fit in the clique, y'all know they kick you out. That's what happened. They kick you out when you don't fit in the clique. When you don't do what they want you to do. So I'm over here, y'all. Thank you for coming and vibe with me a little bit. I'm gonna learn how to play music because y'all know I love that music. Y'all know I love some music, but I don't love that. I don't love the. I like frequency music, energy. Synergy music. I don't want to hear them what they be saying. But we're gonna go to this white man Bible. And I thought there was some interesting stuff in it when I looked at it. I hope some of y'all got to look at it. But I just want to point out something. The goals of creativity, the four-dimensional religion, building a beautiful world. We creators are builders. We are dedicated to the idea of building a beautiful world, so different and so superior to the present one that we creators of this generation will go down in history as a revolutionaries who ushered in the golden age of mankind. Y'all with me, right? Okay. A sound mind. Now, when you hear this, do you think of some people who newly just came to this land? Or do you think of this as the mind or the things that the original people on this land was doing? Because when I see stuff like this, I know they didn't have no sound damn mind or nobody. I know they couldn't have been them. But in our reality, a lot of people that came and just took the place and wrote themselves in our story and said it was his story. Right? So with that being said, when I see this, I'm looking at some people that took the strength of another people and said they are the builders. How the hell y'all the builders? When you came here, all this was already built. But this is the mentality of a mind of a people that are in control at the moment. And they're using lies and deception to control the people that they're in control of. Okay? So, it says here, far-reaching, whereas this all may sound simple in its ramification, our program is so far-reaching, so thorough, and so revolutionary that its full implication will not be totally comprehended for some time to come. Whereas the idea of a sound mind in a sound body was already entertained in the philosophy of the ancient Greeks. Who are we under when they talk about these sororities? Is it not the Greek mythology? Isn't that who it is? It's Rome, Greek, Copper. See, all these people, they just done changed their name, and to me, they all the same. Okay, so everything is about Greek. We are rounding out that basic idea. But then, we're under the Roman canonical law, right? But then we're under Greek philosophy. Are they the same, Copper? Help me out, because y'all know I know what I know, but I don't know everything. They are one in the same. Okay, my sister right there, no. Thank you, baby. I was thinking the same thing too. Yes. Okay. Great deal, y'all. All right, sis. Thank you for the encouragement. Now, we are rounding out that basic idea, including a sound society, a sound race, and a healthful world environment on the planet Earth. Now, this is what we're supposed to be concentrating on. This is supposed to be our land. Shout out to Shaq. What's up, Shaq Wilder? What's up, big brother? But we're supposed to be the keepers of this land. So we're told, right? So we know from our soul, that's what everybody done told us. This is supposed to be our land, and we're supposed to be maintaining it. But right now, it's not being maintained. The same people who took down all the trees in Scotland, a while back I read, these men said they was going to come to America and take down all the trees in America and do the very same thing. So, and every day I travel and I see a whole area of trees gone, it comes to my memory what was said by those people. And I'm seeing it being done every day. Now, I'm thinking, this is just me, I might be wrong. If it was supposed to be all this concrete and all these metal cars and all this things that been created all over the earth like I see them doing, I think it would have already been that way. I mean, honestly, I think they are just destructive and that they have a plan to destroy the planet. Okay? That's my concept of these immigrants, these new people in the planet. Okay? Now, right now, we're reading the white man's Bible. Okay? Which some Caucasians done set up and made to be their Bible. Let's go, y'all. This sum total embodies the whole philosophy as the basic dogma of our religion. Furthermore, our thinking in all matters is on a global scale and embraces the whole planet Earth. Okay? Our golden rule, whereas we are tremendously proud of the accomplishments of the white race throughout the span of history and civilization, we are not particularly proud of the cowardly and idiotic position the present generation has allowed itself to degenerate into. Nevertheless, the white race is nature's elite, the highest living creature it has produced in all the eons of time. We creators. Come on, y'all. They creators. God. G-O-D. D-O-G, right? The creators. Being members of the elite are supremely interested in the welfare and the future for the white race. We are interested in saving the white race, not so much for what it is today, but what is brilliantly future potential can be if it will proceed on a deliberate program of upbreeding itself. Come on, y'all with me? And we've seen it happening, okay? Upbreeding itself and improving its world. Our program and our creed are designed to promote those best interests of the white race so that it can achieve the tremendous potential that is its true destiny. Therefore, the heart of our creed is this: what is good for the white race is the highest virtue. What is bad for the white race is the ultimate sin. We call this our golden rule. Y'all with me? I see I lost somebody, but hey, y'all, I hope y'all getting this, because this is some deep stuff. That's right. They created all of this paradigm, what they call the matrix. We're in a time. They set up time for us. They set up, look, they still doing it. What? They just seeing how many of us still participating, y'all. They just set the time back on us again. I thought they said they weren't going to do it. But they are able to control everything. Okay. This is their creed. What is good for the white race is the highest virtue. What is bad for the white race is ultimate sin. We call this our golden rule and have emphasized this basic creed several times in our first book. So it's a lot of these people got this book, I'm sure. And they live by these creeds that we know nothing about. That's why I'm bringing it today, because we need to know what they're living by and what they're moving on us with. I mean, how many times we said the Bible was the playbook? But which Bible? Which Bible, y'all? It's so many of them, right? Send the link. Okay, Shaq, I just seen that. Hold on, baby. Let me send the link. Anybody want to jump on, except for if you love me, but don't jump up here messing with me today. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, y'all. Let's send the link. Man, what's up? Okay, I know I copied it. Let me copy it again. Well, wonder what happened. This is not let me copy. What's up with that? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here you at? Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Be patient with me. Okay. There we go, Shaq. Yeah, I did it, y'all. What? He was trying to block me. Okay. Where am I at? Let's see. Go back. Oh, man. Lost my space, y'all. All right. Let's see. Where was I, y'all? Okay. Y'all with me? Y'all tell me, look. Shaq, I'm looking for you. Okay. Or anybody else who want to jump up and share, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. So, and have emphasized this basic creed several times throughout their book, right? Nature's eternal religion. That's what they're calling Latin. So the resurrection and the redemption of the white race. Okay? The white race is tremendously creative. He is the greatest builder the world has ever known. He is the builder of the world civilization and the world empires. So this is why those niggas, thank you, OG. This is why all them niggas from Africa are always talking about the white man did it. The white man brought us over here and the white man is in control. This is why we have our own, but they ain't our own because they part of them. Because they probably is the up. You remember they said they about up breeding. They got to breed up. They realize that they got to breed up. They said it. Okay? So he is the builder of the world civilization and the world empires. Now, y'all know we know better than that, right? But we got some delusional people that have taken history, that have taken our story and made it his story. It's obvious because they ain't built nothing. So it says unfettered and unhampered. What the white race can accomplish collectively when properly organized is truly phenomenal and earth-shaking. It is the goal of the Church of the Creator. This is why we don't supposed to be bothered with this church and none of this, because these people have deluded the minds of the people. They thinking of themselves as a creator. That's why they gave us the Jesus picture. The first thing we saw was a pale skin looking like the enemy supposed to come and save us. I never liked the white man, but I always wanted to know that my soul was all right. But now I know my soul is straight because I know what it is now. It ain't no fictitious thoughts in my mind no more. I had to study to show myself approved though. Okay? So, the world revolution brewing, whether we like it or not, and we creators accept it, a far-reaching revolution is now in the making, whether we like it or not. This is the way it is for us. Whether we like this shit or not, we're here. We're right here in the midst of it. But what are we going to do? Are we going to accept what these white race folks say, what they call themselves? I call them pink. Well, or are we going to do what we got to do? It said whether we like it or not, the impending upheaval is going to turn upside down. And the immediate affairs of mankind completely and irrevocable. So see, whether we like it or not, the coming revolution is either going to totally degenerate mankind into a horde of miserable misfits, or could usher in the beautiful golden age of the Superman and a brilliant future beyond. Okay, Superman, computer, they talking about the aliens, they talking about all kinds of stuff. So what are they talking about here in this book that I'm reading? I hope y'all looking at it too, because y'all do have the copy of it. I sent. We shared it in the live the other day, right? Okay, so it said of the Superman, and we know Elon Musk got this this AI thing where he's saying you can just push a button and just go on up to be with the Lord. You ain't even got to worry about it. And y'all have seen those little things look like boats. You get in and you push a button and you dead like that. For those people who scared to die. going to help themselves out of here. You know, yeah, they got all these things planned out like this. So we creators are writing. So now I don't even like to even be thinking about talking about, you know how Most High Creator of all things. Y'all, it's crazy. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? These people, we creators are riding the wave of a future. And by foreseeing and planning the future, we are determined to help mold it in such a way that we, our children, and future generations can look forward to a whiter and brighter world of such magnificence as to stagger the imagination. Wow. Okay. The future world we intend to build. Briefly, here are just a few of the broad outlines of the better world we are determined to build. The brighter world of beautiful, healthy people. Okay. Okay, right there. I know for a fact they ain't talking about us, because all the medication that has been designed to kill us. They ain't made now pill to save us. And I can go even further to say every pill that is being taken by everybody that's on this planet has glass and wood in it. That's why people have health gut issues, because they got leaky gut, because they done gave us that poison. Shout out to Mama Chief everywhere. Telemarketing. Yeah. Mama Chiefs in the house. Any Papa Chief too. Shout out to y'all. Okay, let's see. So they want to build for better health, right? So we know that ain't about us. Okay. Rather than curing, wait a minute. A world without heart disease. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I lost some. Let me go back up. Y'all. Excuse me. A brighter world of beautiful, healthy people. A world without cancer, which they created to give us, right? Empress High. Great continuation to you, love. This is my other ID. Oh, okay. Pinky, he ain't the head. The head is still those black. Yeah. We know this, but this is how they think. I'm not giving nobody no head over chat, but I'm showing how they think. Let's be clear. A word with, and I'll say this about the Black Europeans, because they're in my tree too. So let me see how I'm gonna say this. Everybody got Black Europeans in their family. Let's be clear about that. If you've done your genealogy back to 1400, you're gonna find all of them. The European, the Black European, the Black Spanish, and the Black French. Now, what they did and all that, this is how we're here today. Let's be clear. If they hadn't been in our life, we wouldn't be here today to exist. So that's why when these sniggers, these Africans, or these niggas that don't have no records be talking shit, they don't know who's in their tree. And they don't know how their life came to be. So that's the problem, because they just running their damn mouth. They just talking loud and saying nothing. They just playing the game. Because they ain't got nothing else to damn do. A world in which there will be much more emphasis placed on building health rather than curing disease. Don't we need that? Because they'll never cure disease, right? And in which excellent health will be a norm rather than the exception. But they talk about their people now. Let's be clear. This we intend to accomplish by a program we call SALUBRIOUS living. We will have the several chapters on this subject. Okay. We foresee a future world in which the intelligence of the average individual will be significantly raised in each ensuing generation. A world free of insane asylums, idiots, and morons. A clean world in which there will be a very little pollution of environment. A world virtually free of crime, in which any man, woman, or child can walk any time of the day or night. But they gave us sundown towns, right? These same Caucasian, well, we're going to go with the mixture of the Caucasian and the Black European because we know they work together, right? Right now, we know they are hand in hand, right? So, racial problem solved. The future world as we envision it will have no racial problems, no language barriers, no fratricidal wars. It will be well fed, but we'll have no problems of overpopulation or crowding. It's not that way now. It's plenty of land out here. Y'all just want to occupy what you want to occupy. Nor will it have scarcity of food, energy supplies, or resources. There will be an abundance for all. A happy, affluent, and well-rounded life will be within easy reach for everyone. Y'all hear this? Okay. I want to get down here. Y'all got this book. I ain't going to read the whole book, y'all. I just want to point out a few things, right? Look at how the Arabs use Pinky to strawman all their companies. It's the same for King James King, where the stood woman. No, look at how these Democrats, they made strawmans out of all our companies. All our shit is overseas, offshore. Who had Georgia Power or the power company? Who's up the coast from Louisiana, from the bottom down there all the way up to the top? That's offshore. Your power company is offshore. Ain't nothing over here no more since Trump left. Everything, he was bringing all that stuff back, right? Y'all remember that? The draining of the swamp? Don't nobody even talk about it but me. The swamp is being drained right now. Trump even told us, he said, yeah, y'all, it's going to be some people y'all going to see. Y'all going to be shocked. People being shocked right now. But they still don't want to accept it. All the people, look at this. And this was so telling. All the people that is backing Kamala Harris are all of the Illuminatis that we know to be on that side. All of them that's coming down with Diddy is the one that's backing this woman. Lady Gaga, Oprah Winfrey, the Beehive, all of those people are backing the Democrat, but they all is on the wicked side. They all been to Diddy parties. Look how Gaga used to dress, wicked ass. And then they want to appeal to y'all black folks. They think y'all stupid. They think they can bring some Cardi B. I mean, y'all know I saw this shit. I don't follow it, but I see what's going on, and I'm like, the people don't see. I was in the chat last night giving them the blues, boy. They were talking about block. I say, block what? I was in there giving them the blues, putting my little red hearts in there because I don't want near one of them, but I definitely don't want her. You know? Yeah, all of that. Yeah, she a boy. I believe it too. Just like Michelle, Michael, Big Mike. You know, but they playing all this in our face. And like I said, the local radio stations, all of that is playing toward this demonic situation, right? Now, and that's why I want to get to down here, because I want to show y'all what the white folks said in their Bible about how and who all this is being done through. Watch this. And y'all won't see it, because when I tell you, we ain't supposed to have no Jew in the White House. How first man gonna be a Jew? Yeah, I said it. Jew. Jew. False made up name. Yeah, I said it, and I mean it. And I double dog dare you to think anything towards me about it, because mine is real. Ain't no damn Jew. Fake white people. I ain't studying that mess. Okay. Hold on. Let me get to this Jew part in this Bible when they get to talk about these Jews. Hold on. Eugenics and dysgenics. What's a dysgenics? I never seen that word, y'all. Alarming as the aforesaid sickness may be, and it is considerable, the most vicious permanent damage of all is being heaped upon us, the white race, in the area of race and genetics. If the present trend continues, the white race, nature's highest creation, will be biologically wiped out and exterminated in another one of 2 generations. Listen, y'all listening? They know the sun is doing it, if nothing else. But they trying to do it to us first. The white race, nature's highest creation, will be biologically wiped out and exterminated in another 1 to 2 generations. We have been told over and over about the tremendous population explosion that is now going on. But the most significant factor that has been conspiratorially kept from us, them, is this. While the mud race, this is where I wanted y'all to hear. Where we say we come from, y'all? The soil? Is that what we say we come from, y'all? The soil, right? The original sprung from the soil, right? Y'all, come on, y'all. Put some in the chat now. I'm getting there, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let me know y'all with me. 13 of y'all up in here. Listen. Who up in here? Sharon, where you at? Because you got to get this one, Sharon. Come on. Hey. Y'all up in here with me? 14 of y'all up in here. Y'all up in here with me. Okay, I know y'all sitting back relaxing. Listen. Okay, so he said, we have been told over and over about the tremendous population explosion that is now going on. But the most significant factor that has been conspiratorially kept from us is this. Y'all know I love my song. Shout out to J. Cobb.
Shout out to the former chief.
Yeah, y'all. Shout out to all the mama chiefs and the papa chief. Y'all know it. Okay, so this has been kept from us. is this: while the mud races are exploding by leaps and bounds. Where we come from, y'all? Where we come from, y'all? Did we come from the soil? They agree that we are the mud race. I thought that was hilarious. That they are exploding in leaps and bounds. The white race is not only shrinking rapidly, but being, check this word out, y'all, mongrelized. The white race is being mongrelized. Y'all get me? The Mongolians, right? Mongrelized. Okay, check it out. I thought this was very interesting, and it tells a lot. I hope y'all getting this with me. Being mongrelized into extinction. In the meantime, the niggers, we talking about niggers came from Africa, y'all, let's be clear. But they done put this title on the American Indians. The niggers, the Mexicans, and then look, they put the niggers spelled small N-I-G-G-E-R, right? And then when they say the Mexicans, it's a capital M. The Hindus, a capital H. The Chinese, a capital C. Y'all see where I'm going with this, how they did it, right? This is how they think. Show you how they think. Playbook. This is a playbook. The Indonesians. So all these people, these white crackers, saying that they're being mongrelized by these nations. So they are saying that these are the Mongolians, right? This is what they're saying in their text. The Mexicans, the Hindus, the Chinese, the Indonesians, the mixed breeds of South America. So it's a mixed breed that was in South America, they're saying. And hundreds of other mongrelized species of mud races. They call them mud races, y'all. All of them that say they sprung from the soil, right? Are expanding at a fantastic rate, a rate never before witnessed in history. Whose history is these crackers talking about? Explosion of the mud races. And why? Oh, wait a minute. Niggas are from Africa. So they didn't say that they didn't have Africa, but they said niggas and Mexican. So all them from over there are niggas. And then them from over, okay, yeah, I see it. Okay. I hope y'all saw what I saw, because I just saw something. Yeah. Had to go back. So the explosion of the mud races. And why are the mud races suddenly exploding? Because of the white man's benevolent policies of subsidizing them with food. Now they saying they gave us food. This is why the world is confused, because they done heard some bullshit all their life. With medical technology, industrial technology, so now they talking about the technology and how they came and turned our farms into production plants. That's all I see. What y'all see? We had our own food, but they subsidizing us with food now, because they done took and mechanized all our farms and gave them to another immigrant. And outright aids of money. Now they talking about the grants, the gifts, all these at the expense of the white race. All to the detriment. Oh, wait a minute. Am I not plugged up? Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, snap. Y'all, hold on, y'all. Gotta plug up. I didn't know I wasn't. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And I done lost my power over here. Okay. All right, y'all. Give me a minute. I done dropped some stuff. It's a labor union, not a religion. Yep. The Union soldiers was the ones that played a lot of our people, the Union soldiers and the what's called them, the porters on those trains. They was luring them up out of here, taking them, destruction. Okay, here we go, y'all. So, okay, what was that? Okay, they said they was getting us grill. All these at the expense of the white race, all to the detriment of the white race and to the benefit of the rapidly expanding mud races. Sprung from the soil, y'all. I can't get that out of my mind that these people call us the mud races, and we always said we sprung from the soil. Okay, so the consequences of such suicidal policy will be the breakdown of civilization and a world of starving, clawing mud races, a world of chaos, hungry, and anarchy. A foreshadowing of such a world can already be seen in a stark outline in many places in the world today. For anybody that cares to look with their eyes open, a few examples are Haiti, India, the former Belgian Congo, where the white man was driven out by the treachery of his own. Here we go, y'all. Y'all, this finna go somewhere. I hope y'all with me for real. So these white men, I told you, what's this? These white men who did this Bible, who is set up, they little organization, they were driven out by the treachery of his own Jewish government in Belgium, just to name a few. In general, all of Africa north of Rhodesia and South Africa is seething with anarchy, hunger, and racial degeneration. Even South Africa and Rhodesia are doomed to collapse and return to the jungle if the present insane course is pursued. At this writing, Rhodesia, aided by treachery from within from England and the United States. The United States always got their hand in something. Always. On the outside has already been taken over for the niggers. Y'all hearing me, right? Y'all with me? Okay. Now, steady genetic generation. There is one more factor that must be mentioned in the racial degeneration of mankind as a whole and the white race in particular. Even the white race itself, there is a steady attrition and degeneration of the genetic health of the race, even among those of the white race that haven't been contaminated by the race mixing with the mud races. The genetic pool is degenerating and going downhill. Why? Because of the insane policies we have been accepting in medicine, in politics, in education, and especially in religion. And see, when they see this about what's happening to their race of people, I see that shit the same way what's happening to our race of people, because our men, more so than the women's, but now I see women's as much as men's, but in the past it was the men's who finally realized that they could touch Becky and that they couldn't go to jail for it. So it became a phenomenal for our people, and our men started making babies with them. And they started making these little brown or light yellow babies, which they loved more than they loved any black baby they ever had. I've seen racisms in families. The yellow one got more attention than the darker one. I've seen it happen many times. So, now we come to the crux of the problem. The world is malignant in all prime areas. We have mentioned because basically our thinking has been and still is sick. So I read this and I see my people just as sick as what he's talking about his people. The mind of the white man has become extremely malignant and in fact suicidal. The mind of the black man, so-called black man, or these niggas who want to be Africans, they have been deluded with pale-skinned women. They have been deluded with the society. And they have no pride in being the man that they were supposed to be. I don't see it, y'all. It's few and in between. Shout out to all the men, though, that are holding it down, that are being the men that they supposed to be for their wife, their children, their family, their mama, their sisters, their brothers, because we do have a strong hold on ourselves, more so than a lot of other people. But we got to do better. We really got to do better, y'all. I mean, we got to do better. Okay? So, sick minds and crux of the problem. We will now state a basic premise, which we will repeat and emphasize again and again throughout this book. Most of our problems originated in the mind. I mean, all solutions to those problems also originate in the mind. We got to use our mind. Remember that we stated right in the beginning that our prime objective is a sound mind in a sound body, in a sound society, in a sound environment. Now, why should these people want that for themselves and we don't realize that we need this for ourselves? Why is it that nobody is on live talking about a sound mind, a sound body, a sound society, or a sound environment? Why is it that everybody's on live talking about P. Diddy? I mean, they eat. Now I understand they eating. That's what they say, they eat. But when I look at the society and the world that we're in, we're losing. And these people were seeing themselves losing. And that's why I'm bringing this to your attention. Because today, after they do their little count and tell y'all who the president is, I hope, of this corporation, because they ain't my president. But I just hope that we all is prepared for what's coming. Only if we treat the whole, we will be able to solve our multitude of problems. In so doing, we creators. So I hear a lot of our people say, they God. I'm God. Okay, by their holy book, yeah, I say, yes, ma'am, that would look like nothing. But they also know that they are the creators of whatever they, say they are. But isn't that what all of these people on live or call themselves in their community say about themselves? That they God, they claim they created, but I wonder what have they really created? I mean, I'm a creator. I sew, I make jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Those are creating things. But when people say God with no laws and order or nothing, and they created nothing, you know, they think they done made a baby. But half of them made that baby. Oh my goodness! Don't let me start on that story. Had made all these babies wickedly. It's how you get some of these children. It's how they leave here, and people don't understand that either. And it's in one of their books, the Apocrypha. It says, yeah, women's gonna be in the streets crying about my baby, talking about my baby did, my baby did. And we've seen that. I've even witnessed that. But it's how these babies are created. Half of these children weren't created in no love, created in the back seat of a car, in the bathroom some damn well. Didn't care nothing about the daddy. The daddy didn't care nothing about you. Y'all just got pregnant. And then the child got to grow up because in the womb it felt the rejection. It knew it wasn't wanted. Come on, that's a mental issue. These are mental issues is created in the womb. But most people sit and think that, oh, the man didn't really have that much to do with it. Well, but science said, well, they science, whatever, but it's all in one. It wouldn't have happened without the other, from what nature has proved, not science. Nature. All my life, I ain't never seen nothing but the mystery between a man and a woman and how a baby is born. Other than that, I know they say, oh, Queen Khalifa them had a bunch of women. They didn't have no man. They just had babies without a man. Maybe they did, but I didn't see that. That's in somebody else's stories. But all I've ever seen in my history is about 15 children. Okay? I got trees with 15 to 18 children in them. It's like, whoa, they was having a lot of babies. But this is what life was. Ain't no thing talking about, and he was there. He might have had another family, but I ain't proved that yet. But I'm saying it was the way life was. But we take it too far to that, like, you know, the man this, the man that. He's wayward. Because when they did what they did, that government took our people and changed the dynamics of a family. Yo, we don't understand what has really played on the hearts and the minds of our people. This is by design. This ain't nothing now one of us just took and said, oh, I want my man going out of the house so I can get a welfare check. But I done heard niggas spew that and they try to put it down on the woman. Or, you know, but it wasn't that way. I seen it. I seen some of it myself. It wasn't quite that way, you know. It was a plan. So, let's see. And so doing, we creators contend that we have to start with the mind. We have to first of all straighten out our thinking and bring our minds into the area of health and sanity. I mean, who can say anything wrong with what's being said, even though it's in the white man's so-called Bible? We all need some help. We all need to understand it's in our mind that we need to govern our own self, because right now we're being governed. Our mental is being governed by these people who done set all these laws and all this fictitious stuff up against us, right? So, okay, I want to get right down here when it gets to talking about who these people is and what they've done. Because this is where we at right now for what's going to happen when that Jew man go into the go into the White House. Who would have ever thought it? Who would ever thought that we'd have a Jew in the White House, y'all? I mean, there's something to talk about. I ain't everybody scared to say to my, oh, the word, the J word. These niggas be scared. I be like, what are y'all so scared for? Hell, they said. I mean, I don't understand these niggas. I really don't. Let's see what I'm looking for. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. The eternal conflict of the species. Australian Bushman. Look, y'all, they got a lot of stuff in this book, I promise you. Suicidal Christian philosophy. No concern for the white race. Hold on. Liberal philosophy, suicidal. I hope y'all looking at y'all book too. Because y'all got it. Y'all, come on, y'all. We got to know how they think, to know how we need to move, right? I think so anyway. I want to know how they moving. White race creator of civilization. Here we go. This is it right here, I think. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. I see that Jew word. I think this is it. Okay, the white race, the creator of civilization. It is important to keep this distinction in mind when we consider the human. And we all have decided that we know we're not humans, right? So keep that in mind while I read this. Species as such. Undoubtedly, the white race is by far the most intelligent, capable, industrious, productive race of all races that now live or ever have lived on the face of this planet. When it comes to producing civilization, practically all known civilizations were created by the white race. Y'all with me? Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Anybody go? Shaq, you didn't jump up. What happened to you, Shaq? I dropped you the link. Okay, y'all. Y'all with me, y'all? This is what these people are teaching, and this is why you got not a coincidence and niggas like that talking about the white man did this, the white man that, right? Because they've been reading this too, I guess. They believe that the white race created them. Don't nothing come from that. Okay. The white race is by far the most intelligent, capable. Okay, I read that. When it comes to producing civilization, practically all known civilization was created by the white race. Even those such as the Hindu or Chinese civilization. Now, this reminds me when Meta said that they all came from that same creation pool. Y'all remember that? Okay. The Hindu civilization for 4,000 years ago were created by an invading white conqueror and foisted upon an inferior mud race. Sprung from the soil, y'all. Sprung from the soil. That's what we have always been said, right? So they agree that we are the mud people, the dirt from the soil, right? When through intermarriage, the white conquerors were finally diluted and submerged into oblivion. Then those same civilizations froze at the initial level or retrogressed into decay. This subject is explored in further details in several chapters of our first book, Nature's Eternal Religion. I got to look that one up too, y'all. The white race, an endangered species. Despite the fact that the race that the white race is overwhelmingly superior to all the mud races of the world in creativity, productivity, intellect, cultural, civilization, and just about every other category. The white race is not holding its own in the battle for survival. It is shrinking while the mud races of the world are multiplying and breeding like rats. Strangely, most white people are tragically unaware of this catastrophe. Many of the white liberals whose hearts are bleeding about the survival of the last 50 whooping cranes are strangely indifferent about the disappearance and extinction of their own species. A lot of them don't notice it because they're blending, right? They're having babies by a lot of these niggers who are really Africans, who's not really American Indians. They need to stop playing with white one. The white race program for extinction. And the fact is, the white race is on a collision course with disaster and extinction. But they know it. Whereas it has taken millions of years for nature to evolve this crowning glory of her creation. Unless the white race soon changes its attitude and its course of action, the white race as we know it today will be mongrelized into another stupid, incapable mud race within 2 generations at most. It will be submerged in a flood tide of colored masses. Amen. From which it can never again extricate itself. Once the white race is mongrelized, it can never again reverse the process. No more than a fried scrambled egg can return back to the original egg. Let us make no mistake about it. There is a powerful, deliberate crash program in force to niggerize America. They want to niggerize America, y'all. What the world? That the Moors, y'all. Woo! That's the Moors, y'all. Watch this. The niggerization of America is undoubtedly the most important fact of contemporary history, and strangely, one of the least realized by the victims themselves, the white race. Here we go. Jews, our mortal enemy. Here we go, y'all. This is what I was trying to get to right here, y'all. Y'all with me. Alcohol and drugs help hypnotize our people into submission. We need deprogramming centers. Absolutely. Jews are our mortal enemy. Working toward the niggerization of America is the Jewish race. Listen. That's what they say. Pushing, clawing, propagandizing with a fury unparalleled in history. The Jews are working toward their ultimate historical goal. Total enslavement of all races of the world. Y'all, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all about this here situation. Y'all with me? I'm trying to show y'all what's happening right now with this Jew going in the White House. I said it. Yeah, I said it. And I mean it. Okay? And these white people right here said it. Pushing, clawing, propagandizing with a fury unparalleled in history. The Jews are working toward their ultimate historical goal. Total enslavement of all the races of the world. And every Jew a king. What he gonna be? He going now first man king. And every Jew a king. Why do they want to reduce the white man down to mongrelized moron in order to rule the world? The question almost answers itself. Morons are easier to control than an intellect. Why they want you to be a moron than an intellect, y'all? Let's get some lessons here. Let's understand what we're hearing, right? They want us to be morons. The question almost answers itself. Morons are easy to control, right? Whereas the Jews are pushing for Negroization of America. This is about America, y'all. We are the indigenous Indians. Okay? And the Mongolians of the white race throughout the world as a whole. Their program, of course, does not include the Mongolization of the Jews. But you see, she ain't had no babies. She can't have none. She's 60 and don't want y'all to have none. On the contrary, the Jews are extremely race conscious and have been so for thousands of years. So it's a plot. They don't like each other probably for real because they are conscious about that. They are the most fanatically racist minded of any on the face of the earth. Coming from the white man Bible. Their one fanatic loyalty is toward their own race. Their one unbendable law is what's good for the Jews is good. What's bad for the Jews is bad, period. Everything from the Jewish viewpoint. They do not make the mistake of looking at the world through the snake's eyes. And I passed over the snake situation, but y'all better go and read about that snake because it looked as, yeah. And anyone else's eyes. They look at everything through the Jews' eyes. Everything is examined, explained, promoted, and considered from the Jewish point of view. Right there, I'm going to stay right there for a second. Now, we're talking about all of entertainment. We're talking about everything that we have had since the television came out by Eric Bonet, who created this television to tell our visions a lie. He was Sigmund Freud's nephew, Freud. You know what I'm saying? So these, I'm sure we gotta know who the people is around us doing these things. And we know now that we have a Hindustan and a Jew planning on going in the White House. And then we have a Russian. Ain't that what Trump is? He's a Russian, German, something. Okay. I hope y'all with me here. Because I ain't going to be here much longer, huh? Okay. As a result of this racial solidarity, which is polarized around their Judaic religion, the Jews today is in control of the money, the propaganda, the media. Just what I just said. We know this, y'all. We know this. And the governments of the world, they all over this, y'all, right? We know this, y'all. So white man playing a defenseless fool. That's the title. Here lies the significant difference between the Jews and the white race. Whereas the Jews make no bones about being unswervingly dedicated to the interests of the Jewish race. So now we got a Jewish race, we got a white race, and then we got who they call the niggard mongrelized race. They're putting us in there with all of that shit. Y'all heard that, right? So, whereas the Jews make no bones about being unswervingly dedicated to their Jewish race, the white man, through massive application of propaganda, is mesmerized into being a charitable do-gooder, busily breaking his neck in any attempt to save the rest of the world. He is continuously being told that it is his duty, his responsibility to subsidize the Hindus, which is a Hindustan, to subsidize the Hindus in India. Y'all with me? Okay, listen. He is continuously being told that it is his duty, talking about the white man, his responsibility, the white man, to subsidize the Hindus in India. Check this out. The Indians in America, that's us. The niggas in Biafra, that's Africa. Told you them niggas from Africa. Stop playing with me. Y'all want to be niggas? Y'all stay niggas, but you from Biafra in Uganda or in the U.S.A. or wherever they are. He is continuously, through Jewish propaganda, being told that he must consider the needs of every scum on the face of the earth. Y'all with me? He is told to look at life and the world through everyone else's eyes but his own. He is being programmed. Who that is, y'all? Sound like your son. To look at the world through the snake's eyes, through the eyes of his deadly enemies. I need y'all to read that about that snake, because I've got to go read it too. Prejudice and discrimination. There are two key words the Jew uses extremely effectively as a weapon against the white race. Those two words are prejudice and discrimination. They are always used against the white man, never against the Jews or niggers. See, y'all, they know something. They know something. They are used to make the white man feel guilty and thereby batter down his defense. Everybody is prejudiced. Now, let me say this about the prejudice. Everybody who has an ounce of brains at all is prejudiced and uses discrimination in their section of everything. Associates. Okay. Neighbors, clothes, cars, food, housing, etc. Niggers are extremely prejudiced in favor of niggers. Jews are the most fanatic of all in cheating, lying, and stealing. If it will favor Israel and the Jews as a whole. Okay? Y'all hold that thought about Israel and the Jews as a whole, because they bringing me somewhere else, and I got to find my paperwork to tell you what I want to tell you. But watch this. Okay? Jews are the most fanatic, lying in favor of Israel and the Jews. Okay, watch this. Judges are prejudiced. The judges are prejudiced. Legislators and politicians are prejudiced. Teachers are prejudiced because they're teaching our children now how to be LBGT, Q, X, Y, Z. Newsmen are prejudiced. Only an imbecile can go through life without being prejudiced, and even that is doubtful. Weapons against the white race. So what else is new? Nothing, except it is only the white race who is always accused of being prejudiced, racist, and stupidly clinges before this idiot charge. Y'all see the difference what they're saying though, right? They're saying that the white people, the stunt white people, that they separate from the Jews. And they are being the scapegoat for all of these crackers. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this little race right here. People know they stink. Know they finna die. Know that they being mixed with all other niggers of the earth. So they literally know that they are taking the blame for all these other racist people, the crackers, the Jews, and all that, right? So I think at that point, I'm going to go to this other place I want to go now, because I really wanted y'all to see the Jews play right here. Okay? So now let me see what my other piece of paper is right here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it, y'all. This is it right here. Okay. Now, y'all with me? I appreciate y'all so much. We've been here almost 3 hours. I'm gonna be here a little bit longer because I'm gonna do this, and I hope it don't lead me nowhere else, and I can just get on up out of here and let y'all go play, go hang out. I hope y'all I served y'all well today. I hope everybody's good in the chat. Shout out to all y'all. Oh yeah, you know she done got rid of some babies. She was a slut bucket. She was a dancer. Yeah, she was a dancer. Them small hats are a union, not a religious belief. They don't practice Christian. Nah, they got their own little stuff. Okay, so this is what I want to share with y'all right now. History of the Jews in Africa. I did it a while back, but since this came up and they talk about these Jews, we got this Jew finna go in the White House. I think it's proper. I think it's proper to refresh your mind as to what they just said up here. What he said, they don't care nothing about nothing but Israel. The Jews in Israel, that's all they really care about. So let's find out how Israel got to be Israel and how those people got to be Jews and who they really is for real. Because see, what he just said, he talk about niggeros, that meant changing color of people. Okay, so let's see what they did here. History of the Jews in Africa. The Sephardi Jews, the Mizrahi Jews, who primarily lived in Maghreb of North Africa. So these are the original Jews. That's what's up, Milestone. Thank you for the love, baby. That's all I need to know. Keep me moving. Give me my encouragement. Give me my flowers while I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? What came out in 75, 76 is Empress High reminds me of. The movie Quest of Fire. Okay, yeah. Okay. So we're talking about the Jews of North Africa, y'all, including Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Tunisia, as well as Sudan and Egypt. So we're talking about some Egyptians in Israel. While all these niggas want to talk about Egypt, they want to put us back in Egypt. They want to put us, they want us to be all that they say we are. But when you find out that these was Jews in this land, what does that really, really mean? Ain't nobody called no Hebrew Israelite Milestone. Hebrew Israelite is Jewish. I mean, not Jewish. What's the other word? It's not ancient. Ain't no such thing as a Hebrew. The ancient word was Abra. And Israel was Yasha. It was Abra Yasha. Those are not Yiddish. That's what I was trying to think of. That's Yiddish. All these niggas walk around here telling me they Hebrew Israelite. I'm sorry. They don't even know the ancient word for those words. Those two words right there, they still saying Hebrew Israelite. I was saying that 16 years ago. But anyway, back to the Jews. These are made up people. Let's be clear. These are made up people that they made up, they put around the world, and they made it be and made it into existence. So you got your Sudan, your Egyptians, your Algeria, your Moroccan Moors, who they call Moors, but they didn't call themselves Moors back then. They didn't call themselves Moors back then. South Africa Jews, who are most likely Ashkenazi. Okay? The South African Jews, who are most likely the Ashkenazi Jews, descended from pre-Holocaust immigrants and Lithuanian Jews. So that boy, that cracker Rob Noshes, who told y'all he was a Lithuanian, and he always and y'all always let him on the panel, always conversing with him, letting him call you out your name, and he's a Lithuanian Jew. Privileged. The Beta Israel living primarily in Amhara and Tigray regions of Ethiopia. So we got niggas that say they are Ethiopian Indians too, right? Because they're still trying to apply their life with our life over here. But they ain't got no records. They ain't got no records tying them over there or over here. Okay, Miles, so you're saying that the Hebrew Israelite is the real Jews? Is that what you're saying? Because the Hebrew Israelite story. Okay, I'm not gonna read the chat and go back and forth with you with that. I'm gonna do what I'm doing here, and maybe you'll understand what I'm saying, because all of those are biblical terms that these creators, these white creators, and these Jews and these people that set this up for everybody to fall into one category or another. Yeah. Learning, understanding still has to come through. Who and what a Jew or Hebrew Israelite is. And I beg to differ that neither one of them is nothing but an African. Okay? Nothing but an African. I mean, of today's word, because Africa didn't exist. But now, they're all Africans. Even the Jews. That's what I'm trying to show you here. That's what I'm trying to show you here. The Jews are from Africa. And they airlifted these people from Africa to where they call themselves now over there in Israel. They put them over there to create the place they call Israel. But the Palestinians were supposed to already be there. So that's really the Palestinians' land, not these fake ass Jews from Africa. That's the whole point I'm making here. Those words, as I say, Jew, don't mean shit. Hebrew, Israel, don't mean shit. They're made up by the governments that be to deceive the people of who is who. So Jews ain't nothing but Africans. They're Africans. And the most ancient communities of African Jews are the Ethiopians. I mean, we got niggas want to be Ethiopians. They want to be Egyptians. They want to be everything but what we are on, who we really are. So the West African Jews, the Sephardi Jews, the Mizrahi Jews of North Africa, and the Horn of Africa. So who is really from Africa? I mean, we got so many people everybody want to say, all of us are from Africa. But now we see who's from Africa. It's not really. In the 7th century, many Spanish Jews fled from persecution, which was occurring under the rule of the Visigoth, and migrated to North Africa, not in North America, North Africa, where they made their homes in the Byzantine dominated cities along the Mediterranean coast. Others arrived after the expulsion from Iberia. Come on, y'all. They emptied this land of Africans and took them to Israel. Remnants of the long-standing Jewish communities remain in Morocco, Tunisia, so listen, and the Spanish city of, what's that, Ceuta, Ceuta, and Melilla. There is much diminished, but still vibrant communities on the island of Jerba and Tunisia. Since 1948, the war to establish Israel. Y'all got this? It was a war in 1948 that established the state that they call Israel today, which aroused hostility in Muslim lands. Most other North African Jews immigrated to Israel. So y'all see what I'm saying? These are Africans that they took over there. They flew them over there by airplane and put them in that land to create a place called Israel, to create a illusion in our head that is a place called Israel. Never have been. Never have been. So they established Israel, which arose hostility in Muslim land, and most other North African Jews immigrated to Israel. Of the 7th century immigrants, some moved inland and proselytized among the Berber tribes. Come on. A number of tribes, including the Jarara, the Uled Jara, and some tribes of the Dagadan people, converted to Judaism. Even Kaladan reported that Kahina, a female Berber warlord who led the resistance against the Muslim Arab conquerors of North Africa in the 680s and the 690s, was a Jew of the Jarara tribe. With the defeat of the Berber rebellion, none of the Jewish communities was initially forced to convert to Islam. Y'all with me? I'm just trying to show y'all. Africans are Jews. They got the Ethiopians in 1975. The Israeli religious authorities and government recognized that Beta Israel of Ethiopia as a legally Jewish community. Okay, y'all? Hundreds of persons were wanting to immigrate to Israel, were airlifted under the leadership of Prime Minister Menachem Begin. Y'all hear that? Airlifted. Don't play, y'all. Now we talking about Jewish people who was supposed to be, I don't know, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim. That's all the those are the only three that was supposed to be in existence, right? But then you got these Jews, these Africans who was Jews that left Africa to create a country that was already occupied by some people. And now they call themselves Jewish Israel over there. But they Africans. In all actuality, they the one that they try to tell us everybody came from Africa. All of them did. All of them definitely did. So you got the Nigerians. At the present time, the existence of Israelites associate. Now they calling them Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Now they went from Jews to Israelites. associations is mainly attributed to the Igbo, many of whom claims Israelite origins. Most of the Jews of Nigeria can be found among the Igbo ethnic group. Certain Nigerian communities with Judaic practices have been receiving help from the individual Israelis and American Jews who work in Nigeria. So American Jews are also involved. the Hindu Indians, the so-called, the American, they got all this involved, y'all. So you got Sangha, you got Zimbabwe Anglo Jews, you got the Limbi people Jews. Are y'all listening? You got the Sotomi principal people, they Jews, y'all. You got the Cote d'Ivoire, they Jews. You got Ghana. From the 18th century on, what is now Ghana was a favorite locus for theories posting Israelite origins for various ethnic groups in the area. These theories was widespread and was taken up by powerful people in the 20th century. The House of Israel community. You got Kenya. You got Madagascar. Who else you got? You got Nigeria, Uganda, South Africa, Zambia. You got the Balad, El Sudan people. You got Somali people. Y'all with me? Hey, Mama Love. Empress. Hey, y'all. It's been real. I'm going to get up out of here. I think I done ran my mouth long enough and gave y'all something to look at, being that we are finna go in the hands of these Jews we've always been. And at the end of the day, look where we at now. Anybody want to come up? I'm going to drop the link. Let's see here. I don't know what happened to Shaq. He must have went on somewhere else. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Let me see, can I find some music to play out? Stay on here another 15 minutes.
Webster's 1828 dictionary of fee simple.
Fee simple, y'all better remember.
Has arisen that fee was
fee simple,
feudal, etc., etc.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Goddess. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Mama Chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speaks. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down, just by
Chanel, hey,
there's another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game, and you feeling the pride.
Thank you so much, Chanel. I appreciate that. That means the world to me.
She can lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Why you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with them eyes at the pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation.
Shout out to
the passed down so many generations. Our motivation. I just want to thank you for my creation. Cause we all love a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Dedication. I see the tears at my graduation. And I love my boy that made it. You're the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah, cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
We still here. We still here, y'all.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black, or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, it make their world in. I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what they make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC. Equals the God in me. I'm focusing and let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give is real. It's been real. These ain't shots, they missiles. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, this the execution. My verses start revolutions. For my people seeking restitution. System beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was so it seems. So it seems. This is that audio dopamine. Go against the machine. We put you where nobody can hear you scream. And singing to meet your Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't go. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload and go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid, or vampires when they facing blades. I'm trying to get next to charade like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage. While I'm making easy money, pimping holes.
The white man's Bible, Empress.
Crowd warm when I'm coming on stage, and when I'm done, they gonna be cheering my name.
The white man's Bible is on.
Quit my day job. I spit bars.
Can't talk over Jay. He loud. It's on Archive. What is it? Archive, Internet Archive, and get the PDF. Y'all go get that.
I really rap on my day off. That's real shit. Just give you some tools you can build with. Aim high even if you still miss. Just keep going. It's a climb to the top, and I'ma keep flowing. Down Lake Shore, I'm Chicagoan. Yeah.
Y'all know
You niggas playing chess, we playing chess. And nigga, this is checkmate. Drake be the big dog, and you just a little bait. You out of Africa, and we ain't got the same traits. I'm a God being, and we ain't got the same fate. My granny died February 18th, and I was born on the same date. The chosen one, the ancestors' chosen son. They gave me the golden gun. One shot, that's a hole in one. From the pyramid of the sun, the poverty point. I don't think you niggas is getting the point. We still here. Who said they made the Aboriginals disappear? Your information's lagging in the rear. All you do is teach fear. We copper-colored with woolly hair. Am I speaking clear? So fuck the nonsense. When I rap, I touch your consciousness. From within is where you get your self-confidence. Let's bring it back to dominance. Ain't no confining us. We'll bring that wild Indian out of us. Yeah. Yeah. We still here.
Yeah. Still here, y'all. I'm gonna do that. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. I'm looking for it right here. Y'all, it's about the politics. Y'all better be ready. I'm saying this shit is gonna be crazy.
Class in session, so it's time for you to get the notes. The quickest way to sell your soul is when you niggas vote. This shit I'm kicking is forbidden, better listen, bro. A politician preaching love is the biggest joke. See what they do is use the shit as a tool. Gotta focus on your schools and putting shit in up. Fighting the free, your mind is kinda hollow. The system make you a zombie if you follow the rules. So they rebel, but not too many live till they find the cheat code using digital scales. Paradise is aborted when the mission is failed. Heaven and hell, like prison and jail. And you don't need religion just to say you awake. You even dumber than you look. You think you came from an ape.
You think you came from an ape?
Science need religion. One tell a story and the other paint the picture. But listen, nigga, if you dig a little deeper, you can find that little rabbit in the mother of the reaper. I'm the best for a reason. Is the message in the speaker when the cosmos talking. That's a blessing from the ether. One day I met the devil for real and made a deal with him. Told him fuck all this the money and kept it real with him. came in the form of a thought. I couldn't feel, but shit, I was selling the fiends was really killing them. Your gun bars ain't much if you got them shoot. I'm strapped with bulletproof like the Batman suit. All it takes is one snap to have my enemies killed. The laws of space and time, I can bend them at will. Yeah, I'm in the world that some of y'all have not seen, and living on the page that some of y'all cannot read. And right now they probably calling me cheap, cause I decided it's enough and now I finally speak.
Thank you.
Tell you the truth, I don't trust people who cheat. And secret and having sex, you give birth to deceit. If you see where this is going,
That's
it's
what
true as can be. If you lie to the one you love, then you do it to me. The cold word is rainy night. Niggas get wet outside, but ain't no rain in sight. They wonder where this come from. Ascension when it's all done. The reason of believing in God when you become one, you understand.
What they
You
call
can get
that?
it the same. Niggas a double cross you
Minding
if you
that
get in the
tip
fame.
with me.
My
Thank
soul
you,
like the cell just to get in the game. It's dangerous, homie. Just remember the name.
Dangerous. Just remember the name. Y'all know I like to play a few music, but I don't know that one, so I ain't gonna play it. But I want to say this, you guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Anybody that's out there that knows how to do this chat, do this channel stuff, because I would like to have my channel a little bit better than it is, because I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. So if anybody have any experience with this, because not being in the community, you don't get the help. They used to say they was gonna do certain things for me, but because I don't conform, I didn't get the help. I didn't get any assistance, So if anybody know how to do any of that stuff, like make the little chat, you know what I'm saying, get with me and help me out so that I can perform, do a little better with what I'm doing, okay? I appreciate y'all so much. It's been on 3 hours and 21 minutes, y'all. And appreciate y'all for being here. You still here with me. That's what's up. I hope you got something from the chat. I don't do this for myself because I already know it. But I definitely try to share with you guys that we can get on some kind of page, because we're going to need to know some things. So with that being said, y'all get on your business. Handle your business. Love y'all. Peace and love to you. Great continuation.